everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and today we have a sneak peek. If you're watching this on Patreon, this is coming out in 2022. I believe it's part of the spring collection. We'll find out. This is the Chanel Mediterranean 747 Eyeshadow Quad. Let the camera adjust. There we go. So you can see all the embossing. So we're going to try that eye look out today. So if you're interested in seeing that, just stay tuned. Hey everyone. So I'm going to pull my hair back, get it away from my eyes so you can see the look that we're going to do. As I said, this is the 747 Mediterranean. Let's swatch it. Let's ruin the lovely embossing and swatch it. See what we come up with. Yep, that embossing's done. It's gone. It went bye-bye. All right. First shade. Second shade. They all look to be shimmery to me. I don't know. Yeah, they seem shimmery. That's the second shade. Here's the third shade. Yeah, these all look like shimmers to me. And they look very light. And the fourth shade. Alright, well this one's deep enough, but they are all shimmers. So that's an interesting choice. I would say this one's shimmery. Like this is more of a satin. This is more of a shimmer. This is more of a satin. But still, they all have some shimmer to them. So there's not going to be a matte or anything in this palette. That's interesting. I wonder why they did that. I've seen a couple of brands doing that lately. So let's try this out. Let's create a look with just shimmer. Not that that's bad. It's just I usually like to have like one shade that I think is more of a matte to ground a look, but you don't need it. I mean, you could also use this with another palette. It's another option. All right, let's use the Sonia G Classic Crease. Let's use not the deepest shade, but the first shade that I used, this one here. None of them are particularly deep, but that last one had some depth to it. And let's just go in and kind of create a transition here. And like I said, these are all, you know, somewhat shimmery. This one I think is more of a satin than like a shimmer. The second one is definitely more of a shimmer. So we're just going to create kind of a light look here, which is I think the point of this because it's Mediterranean, maybe kind of like, you know, by the seaside. You're very tan. You know, I've never really had that happen because I don't tan, but I know most people do. Yeah, so this shade is kind of the shade of my skin tone. It's not much deeper. It's a little bit deeper, but not by much. All right, then we're going to take the deepest shade, and I'm going to kind of go over that a little bit. I'm going to concentrate it on the outer edge, and then bring it into the crease to kind of deepen that, but I'm not going to bring it all the way over. I'm just going to kind of concentrate it on the outer 2/3. And I'll get a brush in a minute and like buff it out, but right now I'm just sort of placing it. Let's take the Wayne Goss 03, just buff that in really lightly. It is actually very pretty, but it is light. So if you want something more pigmented, this might not be your palette. All right, let's take the lightest shimmery shade, not the one that looked really sparkly. Let's put that on the eyelid. Yeah, it's very pretty, but like I said, I think it's a very light kind of like, I think this would, and I know it sounds kind of funny, but I think it would look really good on someone with tanned skin because it's got this sort of light kind of gold shimmery shade. So if you were deeper, I think it would actually reflect more. It would look better. I actually have on foundation today that's a little deep for me. I'm trying it out. So this actually might be a good time to be trying this. All right, so let's take that sparkly shade. I'm gonna use my finger. We'll see how this works. Yeah, this is the sparkly one. I think this is the one that's meant for, I mean, you don't have to use it as a topper, but I think it works well as a topper. Okay, and then let me take that eye shade, the lid shade, put it up in the brow as well. And we can tie it into the inner corner a little more. Let me buff that in. All right, now let me take the deepest shade and kind of run through the crease with it just a little bit, just to deepen it up a tad. So yeah, let's use a mini booster, Sonia G mini booster. Just putting it like right here on the outside. Let's try a little bit of liner. And let me clean up the outside of my eye. See what we think of it. All right, so I cleaned up the outside of the eye a little bit. I'm gonna use this. This is Dior's Iridescent Bronze. This came out part of the spring collection, the Birds of a Feather collection. And I actually did just pick up one of these from the holiday collection, the Sparkling Taupe, I think it is. We'll have to see what I think about it. I don't have it yet, but I think this will work with this look. No, it's a little too light. Let's try something that has a little more oomph to it, but I don't want too much because this look is like definitely more ethereal. So you don't want something that's gonna overpower it. Oh, I know. Victoria Beckham. This is her bronze. This will work. I'll just use a little bit because the thing about this one is that it's very soft. So you have to go really lightly with it because you can easily get way too much product. I mean, I like it because you can just smooth it out really easily, which is what I'm gonna do. You can smudge it super easy. But you also want to be careful because, you know, it glides on so smoothly that before you know it, you've put like twice the amount that you want to put on. All right, let me let you see it up close before we curl lashes and put mascara on. All right, guys, here is the Mediterranean. This is 747 from Chanel. And I believe this is going to be a 2022 spring release. Maybe even summer. It's hard to tell. I actually really like it. I like it a lot more than I thought I was going to. Because looking at it on swatches, it all just seemed kind of, I don't know, the same. But on the eye, it's very pretty. All right, let me put some mascara on. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back with a little bit of mascara on and a little bit of lipstick. I actually really like this quad. I'm surprised. The way it's swatched out looked kind of boring, and I will admit it's not particularly deep. There's not, you know, a ton of pigment there, but it does create a really beautiful summer Mediterranean kind of look. You know, it's got that like gold, copper bronze. That's what I'm looking for. It looks like this gold bronzy kind of shade. And I actually think if my skin was a little bit tanner, now mine will have to be a self tanner, I think this would really pop. I think it looks really nice. I think it actually brings out the blue in my eyes. Yeah, I like this quad more than I thought I was going to. So yeah, this is Mediterranean 747 Chanel. I think it's 2022. You know, we will find out soon. And hard to believe that we are only a couple of months away from 2022. So, you know, I think it's actually not that long. It looks to me like this would be like a spring or summer release. But, you know, lately, you know, who knows? I know the tweeds are coming out for spring as well. And I think there's going to be 4 different tweeds quads and then lips that go with that. So I don't know if this is going to be part of that or a separate part of the collection. You know, things have been unusual lately with the supply chain. So to be honest, I don't know. But you get a sneak peek of it here, and it'll help you decide when it does come out if you want to pick it up. So thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you in another video really soon.